Hey everyone, and welcome to the OMG show. I'm so happy to be back. It's been a while, it's been a minute, but we finally have Wi-Fi back in the van, which means that the studio is back up and running. And today I'm excited to talk to you about the fastest path to success. You see, over the past couple of months, I've been working kind of behind the scenes on a lot of different projects, and that always begs the question, like, how can I get the results faster? How can I get to where I want to go faster? And, in a world, especially right now with everything that's going on, it can kind of seem really confusing on how to go about doing that, right? Like, should I go to a course? Should I attend a virtual workshop? Should I pick up on books? Should I XYZ? And all of that, the answer is pretty much yes. But today we're going to be talking specifically about the fastest way to get results. Okay. Now, one of the things that one of my mentors has always told me, that it's not about what you know, it's about who you know. But he's like, it's not even about that, it's how well do they know you. And when it comes to your business and your marketing and all that kind of stuff, there's nothing that's going to provide you results faster than by having a mentor, by having an accountability group, by having someone who's a couple steps ahead of you, providing and giving you feedback. Okay, that is why accountability groups and masterminds, so on and so forth, are so important to your success. Because if you're in the online marketing world, right, generally speaking, regardless of what type of business you're in, your business lives on your laptop, and more often than not, especially now with Corona time, you're working out of your home, right? You're surrounded by these four walls, and you tend to lose perspective when you're inside these four walls, especially if you're trying to be the pathfinder, right? If you're the first one in the jungle and you got to cut through the bushes, I mean, you're going to have a hard time. But the reality is that more often than not, we are not the pathfinders. There's already been a path that's laid out before us. The only thing is that we just need to figure out which path we want to take. And so we can do that on our own time, right? By reading books, by going through courses, things of that nature. But again, you don't know what you don't know, right? And that's kind of why the value of having a mentor, the value of having a business coach, the value of having an advisor comes into play, because they are a couple steps ahead of you, right? They understand what struggles you're going through. They realize where you are and what it's going to take for you to get to that next step. And that's why it's so important to find these kind of mentors or supportive groups, if you will. So where do you find them? How do you actually get a hold of them? Well, for me, the easiest way to do that is to just go on Facebook, right? If you're watching this right now, you're on Facebook. Hi. So essentially go on Facebook once this video is done and type in like entrepreneurship communities, or whatever whatever market you're in, type in accountability, and you're going to find these different groups. Most of them ideally should be led by people who have businesses where they're teaching others how to do a business, right? Like, so let's say I want to start up my own restaurant. I should be in a group of other restaurateurs where there's someone who's leading us in terms of how to start a restaurant, what to watch out for, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? If I'm trying to do a virtual summit, there should be a virtual summit group where they talk about virtual summits, and ideally the person leading the group is that expert who knows the ins and outs of virtual summits. So again, you want to join these groups because that's where you're going to find the people you need to attach yourself with to give you results faster. Okay, you can read a book, you can go through a course, you can attend a virtual workshop, whatever. But the fastest way to get results is to get direct live feedback on whatever challenge you are currently going through in your business. Okay, that is why in the entrepreneurship space, masterminds and hot seats are super important. Now, if you don't know what a hot seat is, it's when you submit your business to a panel of experts and they pretty much break it down, and they give you advice every single step of the way, in a supportive and also constructive criticism way. Sometimes they'll beat you up a little bit for it. Other times they're super supportive. So you kind of have to find the right fit for yourself. But for the most part, it's getting that live direct feedback that's really what going to catapult you forward. Okay, because you need that outside perspective. That's how you get to success faster than everyone else. Right? That's why incubators are so important, right? Like in Silicon Valley, even some across the country, they encourage these businesses to go through rigorous feedback. This reminds me, even when I was in the corporate world, when I was with Macy's Executive Development Program, we had to do a presentation, and they would always make us present in front of different people, different audiences, et cetera, just so we can get feedback on our presentation. It's one of the best things that you can do. Now, let's say you don't want groups, but you want to do like actual in person, right? Or not in person now, but let's say you want someone, right? And what can you do? Well, there's a lot of people out there who have personal websites, and on their personal websites do have mentorship opportunities. LinkedIn is a great resource for this. So if you have an expert in your field that you would like to see if they have the opportunity to perhaps mentor you, you definitely want to find them on LinkedIn and reach out to them and start building that relationship. The other thing that I ask of you too is that when you are out there looking for people who can mentor you and potentially provide you with that live direct feedback, don't look for free. Okay. Don't look for free. The reason why is because you need to value that person's time. Okay. Time is super important. Okay. It's why, sometimes if speakers are going to go across the stage, back before Corona time, they would charge like a family tax. Listen, you're taking me away from my family, so I'm going to charge you a tax for that. Okay. In the same sense, you are taking time from your mentor's life and whatever they choose to spend it on. Okay. So even if they do offer free coaching or free mentoring or whatever, offer something in exchange. Let's say you don't have any money, see if there's any work that you can take off their plate. You should always consider, how can I show this person that I value their knowledge? Because then it builds a stronger relationship with that individual. You're not just mooching, right? One of the things that I see often when it comes from free mentoring is that people will mooch on that, and then after 2, 3, 4 weeks, maybe a couple months, they'll just jump off. They just ghost the mentor for no reason, right? It happens with Facebook groups all the time. So that's why when you're looking for a mentor, be prepared for that mentor to ask you, okay, sure, I will be willing to mentor you, but you're gonna have to do a few things for me, right? And it may not just be monetary. It may also have you do actual like homework, which that's okay, because they want to see if you're actually going to be an action taker. Because there's so many tire kickers out there. There's so many people that just say, hey, you know what? I want this, but they're not willing to put in the work. And to be honest, even with me, if someone were to come to me and say, hey, Oscar, can you mentor me? If you're not willing to put in the work, I don't want to waste my time. It's that simple. Okay. But LinkedIn is one of the best resources to do that. Okay. Now, the last resource that I will recommend, I am biased with this one, is a group called Marketing Mojitos that I just launched. Okay. And the reason I just launched this group is because, again, I saw a need, especially with this year, when it came to businesses in terms of them trying to become more creative with their business, with their marketing, how to, get their message out there to the right medium, to the right people. And so for me, the number one growth factor in my business has always been hot seat, then that direct live feedback. And so again, that's the whole reason why I created that group. But it's important for you to understand that if you really want to succeed, you need to have someone there to help guide you and steer you along the way. Okay. Luke Skywalker had Yoda. Okay. Right. The knights at the round table had, King Arthur. Right. There's that hero's journey of where you're the hero, but you also need an expert, a guru, someone with wisdom to kind of help you and show you the way so you can slay that dragon, whatever that dragon may be. Okay. So if you want success fast, find a mentor, find a group, get involved, ask questions. Okay. Books, courses, all that stuff is great. But again, the chances of you finishing them, not that great. Okay. When you put your business up in front of a group and they break it down and they give you constructive criticism, you're going to implement that right away. Why? Because they're going to hold you accountable. All right. And that's really what you're looking for. So with that being said, I hope you have a great day. I'll see you all tomorrow, now that we have Wi-Fi back in the van and we got some more, regular shows of the OMG show coming out. So thanks so much. If you have any comments, please drop them below. And if you're looking to get into marketing and mojitos, please comment below. I'll send you the link. You get your first 30 days for free. I want you to try it before you even consider buying it, so that way we can get you some real results within the first 30 days. All right, everyone, have a great day. Bye-bye.